All right, part 3 of the Punter Show.
Before
we look at the week ahead, we should just mention there are some changes to the DK and pot set for subscribers to that Victorian-based product. Now, the Melbourne Punter Show guys will probably touch on it as well, but basically, Darren and Dan Kelly decided that their working methods sort of weren't really compatible, and so they've split up. Potts plays are coming out from Potts, and DK will have his separate stuff, which will be sort of focused a lot on maidens. And the edge he finds there.
Potts plays.
That's what they're called. The
what
Potts
DK?
plays.
Well, DK should look.
Oh, we're not sure yet.
Put an eye in the middle. DK Dickies. DK Dickies. That'd be right.
Yeah.
They like Dickie
There's
birds.
a suggestion. Yeah.
Anyway, just out there in Punter's Show Fuel, and if you want to know how we're travelling after 6 years, we've got the tripod today, so we've got the camera over there, set up on a plastic kids.
We might show
What do you call it?
I'll tweet a photo.
It's on a slippery dip. So every person that walks past in the background goes, have a look at the way these blokes travel. We've got plastic tape.
What about
my brain? I might have Ali, because you called that a slippery dip. I was going to call it a Ferris wheel. That's how fucking bad I am. Like, I just looked and went, oh, it's a Ferris wheel.
All right, week ahead. Goulburn abandoned today. Corindai or Wagga, we any chance of getting on there tomorrow?
Corindai, I don't know.
Okay,
Canterbury Sweet, was it?
Canterbury Sweet is no. It's only had.
Wyong, all right?
It's only had 11 inches of rain.
Is Wyong going to be all right for Thursday?
Yeah, it's fine. No, the bulk of the rain fell southwest. So Ingleburn actually got the highest rainfall for the last 3 days.
What about Rare Week Saturday? Week Sweet?
We're sweet. It'll be pudding, sponge.
Yeah, okay, beautiful. It'll be
right.
Queensland, of course, Queensland Day. Now, also, but with all those meetings on Saturday, of course, don't think you can't come and join the Top Better tournament. You can. You can join with a week to go because, yes, you'll be starting on $10,000 stake, and yes, it'll be a hard bridge to cross, but you can do it. We saw that one putter in the second week turn. He just said 10,000 all up 3 runners and turned 10,000 into 1.6 million, which looks like it would have won the tournament if he stayed in the game. And God bless you for going out, whoever you are, champion.
John PK, what was his name?
James PK.
James PK. Yeah.
He's a, we never heard of again.
No.
Didn't play on Saturday.
Nah, he's going to go to the annals of greatness, isn't he? There he was. His little 5 seconds. So don't think you can't come aboard, and also if you go out early and you want to rebuy on Saturday, do rebuy because you might maybe 4 races ago, maybe you can't get a win, but maybe you can get a double up and get into the prize money, which is so juicy. There's so much prize money. Go down the prize money list, they're paying to 99th, I think, and that's $450. So, like, in the 50 to 70 range is $1,000. So why wouldn't you rebuy for $110 if you can get $1,000 or $2,000 back?
Bring a load of Sambo.
Yeah. Oh, the old spooky connection. You're right, Sambo. I've turned into fucking Dallas. Oh, fuck my hair. Anyway.
Before we get on to the horses to follow and Cock of the Week nominations, there is just a little bit of racing admin I do have to get through. So in Queensland, with that meeting off, the Oaks and the QTC Cup will be run this Saturday. The Listed Lightning will be at Doomben on Wednesday, and they've postponed the Spear Chief till later in the carnival, and the Eagle Farm Cup and the Daybreak Lover are gone. So for the Brisbane punters, that's some information. Now from our Hong Kong man, I also need to inform everyone that Happy Valley is a Thursday daytime meeting this week, and he will have a set for that meeting. He had a 60% profit yesterday, our man in Hong Kong, so he was seeing them very, very nicely, and
like
long may it continue. Baseballs, absolutely. Horses to follow, gents?
Well,
Ravi.
Ravi, eh?
Yeah.
Pretty good horse. I wouldn't argue with that at all.
I think it was the best horse that raced there on Saturday.
So you think it's a bit special?
Well, not really, because I'm bad horses, but I do actually think it's a little bit special. I think Marinostro's flying, and I know you guys think that he rode it really well, but I thought this horse did a really good job to win Monotera.
Well, I see it's in 2 weeks at a mile race at Rose Hill.
Do you ever worry about getting on, but he's already won twice now?
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying, but it's obvious to everyone.
Yeah.
You know, he's won on the dry, he's won on the wet, and next time if it's a bit dry, they'll go, oh, well, of course he won last time because it was wet. I just think the horse is really running really well.
He's come back better than Spirit.
It's going to be an exciting day on Saturday, especially for me. Like, being in front of a big tournament would be nice.
You are thinking about this tournament a lot, aren't you? This is really...
If I get 100k, I'm dead set going straight to Vegas to play the World Series, and then if I win 9 million in the World Series, everyone from the Punter Show has money. Because I'm just going to bring it all to the fucking track, all 9 million in one day. And I'll be that biteable, a few of the olds, come out of anywhere, they'll be paid. Fuck, we just grouse, having money again. Very good.
Yes, let's watch this space.
Alright.
I'll win the World Series.
Cock of the week, I have a nomination. Protectionist for running in a $4,000 race.
That's the most outstanding story of it.
I think that's the best
can't.
place horse I've ever seen.
That's just, I wish I was there. That was just,
Yeah.
I would have said that in Germans.
They sort of do that in New Zealand because they just pop back around the $7,000 races in New Zealand.
Right.
It was on one of these
they're
beautiful
called Group
sort of,
Twos, aren't
you know,
they?
these European tracks where there's like really sort of big high hedges and shrubs around the side, and it's very picturesque.
Yeah.
And there's Protectionist just dum just sensational.
Go back
Why I was
and
up
watch-
at
go back and
1:30
watch
watching it is irrelevant.
Go back and watch the replay.
Yeah.
I was up that time. I thought betting to about 3, but I didn't know it was in because they don't Betfair doesn't bet on Dusseldorf.
Ah.
Oh, well, it does, but there's no volume. But
So
on
you're not
England,
looking.
on England, the volume's 100,000 every 100 metres. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Those pommies love to bet.
You've
Anyway.
got another nomination, Glenn, for Cock of the Week. You've made a
I
decision.
was going to give it a few of the jockeys for getting upset with me, but I can't ever give Ty Cock of the Week for giving me a gold foot because I like him too much. He's a good guy.
Did you give him a warning?
Nah, I like Ty. I like Ty.
So what are we going to do? Who's the cock?
Protection,
Oh.
that's what it looks at.
Huh?
Protectionist. No, I reckon
Corporates?
corporates. Crawfords. I'll give it to Crawfords. Dirty, filthy
Well,
cock.
what about James PK for going missing? Not even attempting. A non-attempt
He didn't
on
even
Saturday.
play these 10,000 Saturday.
So
at all.
he's not eligible. Even if he went this week, bang, 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 1, 2, 3, because he didn't turn over his money on day 3, he can't win. Even if he had 5 bets all up in a row this Saturday and finish on the highest money, he couldn't win.
He might be a very severe case of walling. He might be just still against the wall, looking at it, going, "What have I done?" He's an outstanding hero in racing. That
You
bloke.
can't get the cock.
He could be living
Poor
with
bloke,
that
it's a bit
bloke
harsh,
in
I'm
that
sorry,
one-
James
one
Yeah,
man deal.
yeah, exactly.
All right, so the cock's just held over. There's been a bit of discussion about the cock, but
Give it to Dallas Baker for not being on the show for 3 weeks. No one knows what to do.
Albino Pinocchio.
Yeah,
Poor
filthy,
Dallas.
dirty, filthy albino Pinocchio. We might as well give Cock of the Week 1 point to Sambo because continued harassment over years. I reckon you are a dead set cock, Sambo, but I still like you. So. All right, well, that's the end of the show. Get the top
hang
bidder.
on.
Pearl of wisdom.
it's the end of the show every week just before the pearls.
Sorry,
Have you noticed
mate.
that? Every week.
I need a break. I need a holiday. I need to win. That's where I need to go. Away.
So I'm getting scared that I'm going to start recycling these without realising. So I'm going to add a little bit to this one, just in case I have given this before. So whenever you see inversion of a field, and there was one on Saturday where the entire field inverted, maybe it was race 3, where the back half goes to the front half goes to the back
The
half.
country race?
Yeah.
King Sing down the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty good front. Anyhow, go on.
Well, they didn't go that hard. They went honestly.
To the eye, that's it. Go on.
Yeah, I think that was the race that I was looking at. Yeah. So an inversion of a field is poor form, because the structure just hasn't held up. It's imploded, that race.
It's collapsed.
Yeah.
The
They've
form's
gone way
collapsed.
too fast.
Yeah. And the other style of race that I noticed on Wednesday was the Magna Joy Rise Augustus torchbearer race, where they just boom all the way down the straight in their formation.
In their formation.
You know, when you
Again,
see
that's no form.
When you see a no change in formation, is no form as well. Like a race needs to be dynamic, not so dynamic that it implodes, or so static that they just maintain their formation all the way around.
When
the
they
race.
maintain their formation, they're all coming off PRs in a way.
Pretty much, yeah. So I'd suggest that there's two aspects to look at race configuration that signify poor races: race inversion and a static race.
Outstanding. All right, well, young Aaron and I will see you on Wednesday morning for the tournament show, and that imbecile Glenn Gould will turn up for his last Glenn Gould. Then we'll be having a break from that, just to freshen that up. God knows it needs some air breathed into it. But then
Maybe you could take on a different
the week
character.
after, we'll be back to driving Miss Macy around. And if you want to come on the Miss Macy train, come on board. Did you read on the Punters Show about Chris Munce and that horse?
Did I read on the Punters Show?
You wrote it.
No, I didn't. But like, basically, yeah. We got a horse. It's a great thing to
There's a
mention.
horse. There's a horse called the Glenstar.
A great friend of the show, Nick Meredith, has organised a horse that's been bought at the sales. It's going to be trained by Chris Munce, called the Glenstar.
Is it really called the
And
Glenstar?
all the shares, apart from his share, have been reserved for Punter Show viewers. I can't tell you if they've all been sold or not. It's all through. There's a story on the site. You won't miss it. Just scroll down a bit
Are
when
they
you
going
get
to
to the
throw an
homepage.
old dog a bone?
I'm going to tell you
You've got your
something.
name up in lights. What more do you want?
It is guaranteed to be good odds at first start and run fourth and nose.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It's just doomed to that.
It's got massive issues.
So,
Glenster.
yes, side Nanzar or something is the size, something like that. So it's
Melbourne cat, yeah.
That's well bred. Like,
It'll be all hard. Don't worry about the old Glenster. It'll turn up and battle.
it'll win a maiden at Mackay on Thursday. Anyway, yes, out.